you were saying, so let's just get into it. You were saying you got some shit on your mind.
I got something to get off my chest.
Okay, here we go.
Because, so I drive probably, it's about an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and 30 minutes to get out here.
Okay.
Which is not a problem because I did it a lot. I did it in college. I didn't mind it. I still don't.
And I appreciate you.
Thank you. You know, it's a good time. I call people and get all kinds of stuff done on the road, whatever. Yep. But anyway, there is one issue I want to bring up about not only the California interstate system,
Jesus. Oh, let me get my water.
but the mass transit system of automobiles altogether, because there is a problem, and it stems from a group of people who are driving on the road.
Please speak on it.
And I gotta call you out right here on this here and now, and I'm talking about you people with a baby on board stickers in your fucking window. And let me explain why.
Okay.
If you're in the fast lane with a baby on board sticker, you're not only putting yourself at risk, you're putting your baby at risk.
Get the fuck out of the way.
Get the fuck. You're every time I'm behind. Doesn't matter what kind of car, but if you've got a baby on board sticker, you are driving too slow in the fast lane, and it's understandable. I get it. You've got a child on board. That's the first priority, but you are the problem because you should be in the fucking right lane going a slower speed to keep your baby safe, if that's really your concern.
Fair.
Back to my point. Yeah, get the fuck out of the way. Get over the fucking right lane. I'm sorry. You're a problem. It needs to be solved. You don't take your 2-year-old to an amusement park and stick him on a fucking roller coaster, do you?
That's fair.
No. So stay out of the way. You're the problem. And I think traffic would clear up a lot if those baby on board sticker people's moved out to the edge. That's all. That's it.
Speaking of which, have you noticed the new phenomena? And it's not fucking just 16-year-olds. I know it's not. Of the fucking caution new driver. The big fucking flashy yellow stickers.
Yeah. The stickers.
What the fuck is that? Is that required? Is that legally required?
I don't know. I hope not. I mean, it didn't when I had to learn how to drive.
No, but I've seen them like, if you go out in that motherfucking parking lot, there is at least 8 people with that fucking sticker on the back. And you know where they're coming. It's fucking crazy.
So I think they get thrown in with the baby on board sticker. If you have a bumper sticker that designates you as a different type of driver, yes, exactly. Like some type of caution to be around, get in the fucking right lane, stay out of the fucking left lane, and let everybody do their goddamn job.
Okay, our new driver stickers mandatory. See, it's a fucking search. You know it might be true.
Teen driver warning sticker, Sprout Roadshow. Oh, that's 2020. Oh,
it is required.
Ooh, in Los Gatos, yeah.
Well, I mean, that was Mercury News, so this is out here. Oh, but I don't give a fuck. Just like,
yeah, whatever. Just
it doesn't matter if you're a new driver. I'm not going to be patient with you, dog. Because
dude, you're in the Bay Area. You are in.
There's too many fucking people as it is, dog.
And
like I don't have time
here,
to be patient. I'm sorry. I love you, but I don't. Get the fuck out of the way.
The roads here are fucking awful.
Terrible.
It's like driving on Legos. It's just awful out here. All the money out here, and they just spend absolutely none.
It's fucking
on the roads.
Ridiculous, but it's still California. I mean,
it's the best. It's the land of milk and honey, the promised land. Once you leave, you're gone. Don't come back.
There is nowhere better. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, I mean, no, there's definitely, places comparable. I think Hawaii, I'm sure Alaska, even to a point.
The price of, because with Hawaii, they have to import all their food.
Yeah.
And shit.
Oh, no, yeah.
Expensive as a motherfucker.
Yeah. I mean, I really like New York when I was there, but I will say that's no place to fucking live.
And it's dirty as fuck, too.
It's
you were in the city, too, yeah?
Bro. It's,
fuck no.
It's filthy, and, I mean, there's certain, elements to it that tickle that part of your brain that, thinks, oh, well, there's a lot going on here. But, in reality, there's just fucking, it's other people's shit going on. And you're just kind of like a bystander, I don't know. The food's fucking phenomenal. The food in fucking New York's phenomenal. The food in San Francisco's fucking phenomenal. Any Apex city, phenomenal food.
dirty.
Dirty.
It's just
dirty,
dog.
No, it's filthy. It's filthy. I mean, but once again, San Francisco. If you've been to San Francisco, you've seen the zoo, man. I've seen multiple people shit on the fucking sidewalk, and just tits out.
They don't care.
No, they don't.
They don't care. I sent you that video the other day of the dude swinging off the fucking the light pole in San Francisco.
Oh yeah, and he's like kicking it.
Yeah, he's like tearing it down. It's like it's just like it's an everyday occurrence. Even here, even downtown San Jose, like it's the same fucking shit, man.
Well,
like,
we have a mental health crisis in this country on a serious note. There's no doubt about it.
Well, I feel like it's just not. It doesn't matter. Like it's regardless of just like people homeless. Like it's everywhere.
Yeah,
like there's you know me.
It's a financial
my
crisis.
mental health shit going on, and like I didn't even recognize it or realize it until I was like 22, and it's like, damn, like if I could have handled this shit earlier in life, imagine where the fuck I'd be right now. But I do have to say, the one thing I do have to say is a lot of those people that like go through that shit and struggle also are some of the people that come out like very strong in
most
the end,
resilient,
you know, like they say I don't believe in God this way, oh well, but it's like God like puts, I forget the exact saying, but like God puts through its or trials, gives the most trials to the person that has it's like the strongest soldiers or some shit like that.
No, I mean, hey, you can see that in anything. I mean, sports, a lot of these players who come from like deep adversity, they find a way. They know what the bottom feels like. They have somewhere to push off from. Like someone who's been pampered their whole life could never understand the bottom.
Never understand the bottom, but there's also a lot of people that like it's like the middle class never really no, that's not true either, but like
I mean everybody has their own struggle. Like it's not all
I didn't mean like that. I meant like because like there's still very successful people in sports that come from silver. Patrick Mahomes, like his dad was a professional sports player. Like he didn't have it tough growing up and shit like that, but like he legit, like dog, he is the best of the best in the league right now.
But I think and he doesn't he's not one of those people who he doesn't try to use anything as a crutch. He knows where he came from, and he knows what he does, and he does what he's gonna say. He does exactly what he says, and that's it. And he's there to play football, he's there to play a game, and he's the best at it.
He's
so
a tough ass motherfucker too.
For sure, bro. When he fucking came off limping, still finished. Savage.
Not even finished, dog. That fool, he played a whole nother game after that. Like, I get it, but like, god damn,
savage. Dog, like, a new type of quarterback. He's a new what do they call that? A new blueprint for quarterbacks.
I don't know if that's a blueprint. I think that's because
it's what I mean is teams will try to emulate that. And because that's the style of game that's being played. Like the whole thing with Lamar Jackson.
It's true. That's tough. Have you been paying attention to that at all,
dude? That guy's taking all kinds of hits for that team.
But have you been paying attention to the situation?
Because they're not going to pay him, right?
Well, they're not paying him. Doesn't seem like anyone's really offering him. There's a bunch of rumors. He had some dude that had like this 1980s talk show commercial for his product that Lamar was working on him with. He had some dude representing him going to talking teams about his contract and shit. Like you can't do that shit. So it's like. He went from, like, the dude that, like, everyone keeps talking about in the media. He went from the dude that, like, the dudes that are best at sports, like, they're the most prominent are the guys that aren't fucking around. Their names aren't in the media all the time. If their names are in the media, it's positive shit. It's not negative shit.
Yeah, Lamar, he's been clean.
Well, no, but that's the thing. Now, it's all fucked. Like, everybody's basically, like... Why is it's muddied. The waters are muddied, and they weren't before. So now it's like everyone's kind of looking at him a little bit more like Deshaun Watson or like shit like that, which is like, dog, has he been a bad person? Has he done anything wrong? Has he been an outlier? Like, so like why? Hey, it's crazy. It's because he's black, but
you said it, not me. But it's hard to refute that. Well, the thing is, and Pat McAfee said it. It'll be hard for people to want to make deals with Baltimore then. By the way they're treating him.
Yeah.
I mean...
Well, no, not true. You want... Because they've gotten people. They've signed some studs. Like, they just got, last year... who's that linebacker they traded for the Bears? Roquan Smith. And then they paid him immediately. Before they even paid Lamar. It's like, dog, this dude ain't even been on the team.
Might be a personal vendetta, then.
I don't even think it's personal. I think it's the philosophy of the organization. Like, Ravens are always been a defensive-oriented team. So, like...
True.
At the end of the day, they're going to go with what they want to do. But it just sucks because then you got this quarterback The only tough part is, like, one, he hasn't proven he can really finish the season, and two, like, he wants top dollar. So a team's like, fuck, now I need to go give up someone that
sacrifice.
I have to sacrifice not only the 50 plus million a year, whatever the fuck he's looking for, but on top of that, I have to give up 2 first round picks if I want to sign him.
Yeah. Well, they might be making the right decision then.
It's tough. It's tough.
He'll be fine. I mean, he'll be fine. There's teams that need quarterbacks. Maybe he can go to the Colts.
That's what I was thinking. The only thing is just like, dog, once you pay that much for a quarterback, you can't really get anyone else unless you're drafting well.
Nope.
And like, one theory I did hear, which I kind of agree with, would be if the Colts were to wait, because once you give that qualifying offer and he accepts it, and the Ravens match it or don't match it, say they don't match it, we have to give up our next 2 first round draft picks, right? So it'd be this year's and next year's first round pick. But if we were to say wait till after the draft, they can't take that pick away because we've already used it. So then we'd have to give up next year's, because we have the number 4 overall pick this year. So it's like, why the fuck would you want to give up such a great pick and for a player that, like, when you could use that pick?
Yeah.
So wait till after the draft to give him the offer. Then we'll take him on, which is like makes sense because, like, now the Panthers jumped us. There's there's only 2 really decent quarterbacks in this draft. There could be more, but there's projects we don't know. People were hurt.
What's his name? God, the kid from Georgia.
Stetson Bennett.
Stetson Bennett.
No one's even talking about him.
Oh, really?
Not at all. It's between. So right now, the 4 players they're really talking about for quarterback are Bryce Young.
He's the Alabama quarterback.
Yeah, C.J. Stroud from Ohio State, Will Levis from Kentucky, and then Anthony Richardson from Florida. I don't know if you know who that is or isn't, but he basically couldn't even win the job over from Kyle Trask. Kyle Trask was the quarterback the Bucs drafted like last year or 2 years ago, sat behind Tom Brady. He wasn't even that good, and he couldn't take the starting job for him, but now he's touted to be like this great project quarterback that could be amazing. It's like, fuck, man, that's a tough, like, how do you justify that? Because the way I see that, do you know who DeMarcus Russell is? Like, that's the easiest comparison. Yeah. Athletic, big, kind of has a gun, can run the ball, but hasn't really shown that he can do you know? I just think he'd be a bust. But there's always a chance that, like, he's the super stud,
Yeah. Well, Seattle ended up going again with Geno Smith, right?
And they had the 3rd overall pick.
Yeah.
So that's like a double whammy. Okay, here's what I think. Do you heard about this kid named Hendon Hooker?
Mm-mm.
He's out of Tennessee. He only really had like one prominent year last year, but then he tore his ACL.
Tore it this year?
Yeah.
So he's coming off his recovery year then?
Correct, yeah. Well, no, but he tore it pretty early, so he'll be ready by the time NFL season starts.
Oh, okay.
Tennessee they beat us.
Is that Tennessee or Tennessee Christian?
Tennessee.
The
OG, where Peyton Manning went.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
the orange one.
The Volunteers.
Is that what their fucking mascot?
Volunteers. Yeah. No, we all need to get into it.
What does that look like?
It's literally a dude with like a cowboy hat, I'm pretty sure.
Is he white?
I mean, dog, it's Tennessee.
Rhetorical question. You were talking about
working out high.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, I mean, honestly, like, the thing is, what I've come to realize, like, one, you have to be ingratiated in both. Like, you have to know what you're doing in the gym, but you also have to know what you're doing with weed.
Yeah.
Because people, like, if you're just fresh in the shit, like, you're gonna get too high. Like, even if you smoke a little bit, you're gonna get too high. You're not gonna be able to do it. You got to have some sort of tolerance.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's the ultimate combo. You need a little bit of pre-workout in that motherfucker too. So, because caffeine is going to emphasize the effects of weed and vice versa. So yeah, I mean, fuck, dude. Back when we went to San Jose State, I could smoke anything almost. Like, I could smoke indica, sativa. I can't do that anymore. But like, I would smoke. I remember one time I went up to. You remember? you remember Nug? Nug, the brand.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Premium Jack and shit.
Oh, I remember it well.
Yeah, your favorite Stein. So we went up to the Nug factories. So we went up there. They like basically like, so what they would do is they call it like Nug Tender, Bud Tender brunch or some shit, and they bring.
Oh, they'd feed you too.
Oh yeah, they bring a bunch of us up from all over the Bay, and we get to check out like their new products and shit. And they had a dab lounge because you can smoke out in Oakland, but it has to be vapor. I don't know if that's changed, but when I went, you could smoke, but it had to be vapor. So you could vaporize weed, you could take dabs, like things like that.
Well, yeah, I've smoked at a club in San Francisco. On site.
Yeah.
Right across from the police station. I forget what it's called.
Did you smoke or dab?
We did the
Volcano.
The volcano.
That's what I was going to talk about. So
yeah. Go ahead. We need Volcano. If you're out there listening, by
sponsorship,
chance,
dog. One day, eventually, we got to grow the audience.
Beautiful piece of machinery.
Yeah,
that's all I gotta say.
It's the best. Yeah. So smoking all day. Like I started, you know me, I don't typically smoke all day, but I was like, going to the nug factory, gonna get lit all day. Gonna check out. Literally got to see their plants, their fucking whole grow operation, their checking out operation. Got to try their brand new shit before they came out. Come to find out, it was like some $25 shit. So it tasted great, but it was refined. Ugh, whatever. Now we know.
Different time.
It was a different time.
It's free.
It was free. But then I was smoking all the way up there and shit like that. I was ripped, right? By the time we got there. So smoking all day, and then we stopped by a club because my boss, who I was working with, the fucking guy who thought I was racist against white people. I'm half white, by the way, for those who don't know. Very majority of my family is very, very, very white.
I could be white. It's up for debate.
Okay. Anyways, then we went to there and we were smoking King Louis. Out of the bag, out of the volcano bag. I still went home and worked out right after, and was at SJSU gym. I was lit, but I got my shit done. But like, I would take 20 milligrams, like that was a max, about 20 milligrams pre-workout, and it had to be sativa dominant in the edibles. But
I've never been someone who could consume before working out.
We also don't work out consistently.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting back into it now, and I mean, I definitely smoke consistently, but I just don't make it a part of it before.
I mean, back then, well, part of it too was in college. I mean, I didn't have shit else to do.
Well, and you made a point earlier about you having to have the know-how of the gym or the passion for it, and I think that's what it is. I have to develop that passion to meet that equilibrium, and right now I'm just learning it. And I will say, like I told you before, like I just feel a different sense of like being able to get more stuff done. You're just like you're more available.
Yeah,
when you,
it's better for you
exercise
overall.
in.
I completely agree. No. It's crazy how much of a difference it makes on your life overall.
Yeah, I mean, we were hunters and gatherers at one time, and now we're just fucking consumers. 100%.
You gotta let your body work, dog. But it's like in college, dog. That's just all I was doing. I mean, you saw me. I was in the gym every day. Because all I did. I mean, I worked for a dispensary, so
that's how I met you.
Yeah, I mean, working for a dispensary, I'm gonna be high anyway, so I could work out if I was gonna smoke before work and go work out, I'd be fine because I was gonna be high at work anyways. Eat some food, we'll be good to go. But I definitely that was the peak of my gym going. I was going every day, all day. I mean, I was my lightest. I was like 185, and I'm about 6'1", 6'2", so I was skinny, but like lean, ripped.
College is beautiful. If you've got the know-how to get there, do it. It's the greatest social experiment ever created.
Even if you go to a small college, because our college was a commuter school, but we still had 8. And like I met you towards the tail end of my college experience. I was there for 3+ years prior, and I, did the fraternity life. Yeah, got very drunk.
Honestly, it's a good time, and I think if you haven't had that exposure in high school, it's a good time to learn your limits. You need to learn those because when you're older and the expectation is higher and the laws apply to you
a lot more,
when you make a mistake, it matters, and you need to know. You need to know how far you can get to that point. Yeah, exactly.
I agree, and I feel like a lot of people. Well, even in college, I mean, part of it too. I think. Because I didn't drink before high school or before college.
Okay.
My first time drinking was in college.
Oh wow. Dang.
Even smoking, like I tried.
What was the first drink? What was that?
I don't remember, dog. I was so. Do you want to hear this experience?
Let's hear it. So we can cut this out here. Mark.
Not Mark. I think this would be a great. Actually, we're a bit loud right now. I'm gonna turn it down just a little. I don't it. What I was gonna say is no, it was. I think this is a great kind of introduction. I don't think my experience is going to be like everyone else's because I come from families who do a lot of drinking and both sides can handle their alcohol very well. That's not everybody. I think I was one of the fortunate ones. But it was my freshman year. I was pledging my fraternity and their first party every year was a toga party.
Okay.
It was like the party of the year. Everyone would come to it. It's because it's the first, because at San Jose State, every rush period is dry, so you can't drink or do anything. So everyone's like, you can't go party. You can't.
Okay. But toga, my bad.
Yeah, no, you. So toga, like.
I've heard the rumors.
Oh, Doug. Okay, we'll get into it a little bit. Everyone comes, like it's all at San Jose State. Greek life is not like it is most places, where every Greek house, at least is how it was when I was in college, would come to each other's parties and stuff, because we're only, a few thousand deep, so there's not a ton of us around.
Yeah.
So everyone comes. It's the first party of the year. Our house wasn't huge, so it's packed, motherfucker. And everyone got to wear different togas, except the pledges. We'd always put them in pink fucking togas. Hey, because making a toga is just out of cloth. It's super easy.
Of course.
So
you got to be able to rock the pink.
Yeah, and then we put like a badge on them too, which is like their like pledge badge, which lets them know they're like Sigma Chi. We like draw it on with like marker, just so because like at that point, like we'd only known these guys 2-3 weeks, right?
Yeah.
So we're not like
got to test the trust.
Well, that and like we want to know where they are. We don't necessarily recognize their faces, at least all the brothers, but the majority of us there who are brothers at that point are sober, because we need to pay attention. We don't want anyone getting fucked up, right? But this is a lot of their times. This is their first time drinking with us. So with us, I don't necessarily remember, because I didn't drink when they first came in and started hazing us. I was like, I don't know. I don't drink. I don't want to do this.
You got another one of these?
Beers?
Yeah. Let me grab one of them. Sorry, my bad.
And I had never drank, I'd never done it, so I was like, no, I don't want to do this, like, I'm okay, like, I took my time with it, and then eventually, like, I saw everyone drinking and having fun, getting a little loose. I remember I tried talking to some girls, and I was just so fucking awkward, because I didn't know what to say, like, I didn't flirt in high school, I didn't do it, and I was such an awkward looking motherfucker, like, I was tall, lanky, I didn't know how to talk or be, like, I made a vow to myself when I went to college, like, I'm gonna learn to be fucking social, like, I'm gonna learn to have fucking conversations.
That's the experiment.
Legit. And I'm one of the few lucky ones, like, especially being autistic, dude, like, not knowing how to socialize or like really get around those barriers, especially like I've always been a decent kid, like I didn't really do too much, but learning how to really talk and be social, like a fraternity really fucking forces you to do that.
No,
shit.
for sure.
It was one of the best decisions of my life, looking back on it, just because it really changed who I was as a person in terms of just conversating and being a normal fucking person.
Yeah. It's the exposure. It's
for sure.
It's being put in situations where you have to be social, or you become the pariah.
It's true.
The
one thing I do say is I did find myself going through the experience. We'll get back to the token in a second, but like I personally, like, coming out of it, I realized I'm not a social person in general, but like forcing myself to constantly be in the social situations and like adapt, I realized I can do it. I can grow from it. I've learned to like be around the people, but it's not something. I don't want to be one of those guys drinking all the time. I don't.
No. Like, you don't want to make that a habit.
Exactly, and honestly, like, I mean, it sucks to say, but like sometimes I feel like a lot of people still are a part of that life, or like still focus on it. As they get older, things start to change more and more and more. But you see, like, I've noticed at least, like, people going to like 23, 24, 25, 26, they're still like in that I'm gonna, even when I'm working, I'm drinking. I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
man,
what's
like,
a fork in the road? I mean, there is gonna come a time in every person's life where you have to make the decision: am I gonna continue down this path and just fucking ride it out, or am I gonna try and find a happy medium between all of it and try and make the most out of what I'm doing?
True.
And alcohol, it doesn't get enough attention about how fucking dangerous it is.
It is, man.
Alcohol is the number fucking one killer. I mean,
because
it's the number one creator of ignorance. Like the bad kind of ignorance. Not the good kind.
But also, like, I think we gotta recognize too, like, you were talking about earlier, like, you got college is a time to test your limits, but it's also a time to be fucking smart.
Yeah,
you can't
for sure.
go into it and be like, I'm just gonna have, like, I was watching this shit on Instagram the other day, and they had they thing. Have you heard of a Borg?
No.
Blackout Rage Gallon.
Oh yes, the the jug.
Yeah,
is that what it's called? Borg.
Blackout
Rage Gallon.
I was like, God damn! Like,
this episode is sponsored by Borg. Just come on here and drink a Borg. What's in it?
Hell, I don't know. I didn't get into it because it's like I'm never gonna try one.
Okay,
Like,
well, because my little sister goes to San Diego State. Shout out, sis.
She drink the Borgs?
Well, no, and she mentioned something about this thing, and I was wondering what it was called, and I believe it is 1 part vodka, 1 part water, 1 part Mio energy drink.
Oh, so it's just a millennial.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I think that's what we used to call them, millennials.
But we wouldn't put them in gallons. We would just drink them out of the 5-gallon jugs.
Yeah, let me see. So Borg, what's in it? Because she did say Borg. Now that word is sounding familiar. I thought it was a guy off Star Trek.
Of course.
Oh, TikTok. I don't know. I don't have a TikTok.
Me neither.
This episode is not sponsored by TikTok.
Fuck TikTok. I'm just kidding. It's not that. I don't want to be involved with. I don't want my data stolen.
Yeah, well, I mean, that on top of it's an absolute black hole of poison for your brain.
Well, isn't all social media?
Yeah, absolutely.
Kinda.
Absolutely.
I mean,
but TikTok is...
hold on. I think there is a benefit to social media if you're using it properly.
Yeah.
And that's how I want to utilize social media from this point, like from our point. Like
TikTok, however, is the IV of garbage going in your veins.
Mixture of water, alcohol, and sweet flavorings, like hangover remedies, like liquid IV,
so it is. Yeah, it's a millennial.
So it would be a millennial. It's basically a millennial.
Well, okay. Borg. I like that.
Have you ever had a sidewalk slammer?
No, what's in that?
Oh, so that was my... Every so often we get involved with that motherfucker.
Sidewalk
we need to get back to Toga
slammer.
too, don't let me forget.
All right.
It is, so you take a 40...
Throw us back up on there so I can see myself. I love seeing myself. I can see if I'm doing anything weird, like fucking with my hands.
We're always weird, dog. It's
I know.
That's who we are as people. But a sidewalk slammer is you get a 40. We would do Mickey's, so like don't taste great by its own, but you drink a little bit out of it.
Yep.
Crack open your, you know what, Four Loko.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Gross.
And then you start filling and drinking. You take about half. Half.
What's your go-to flavor?
So I hated watermelon, but it's the best flavor.
It is the
for
best
the sidewalk
flavor
slammer.
for Loco.
No, for the sidewalk slammer, not the best flavor for Loco.
I think it's the best flavor for
Hell
Loco.
no. But it's the best for sidewalk slammer.
What's your favorite flavor Loco then?
Fuck. I used to love peach, but I can't drink that shit anymore.
Sounds gross, but I used to love the grape.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, the original fucking formula. Shout out to the original formula
with the caffeine in that fucking shit.
Yeah.
I never tried that.
That's why I'm 5'5".
I don't think that's why, but anyways.
Could be. I don't know,
Are
man.
your parents tall?
Fuck no,
Okay,
no. Dad's probably 5'5". Mom's probably 5'3".
Oh, okay. See, my dad's 6 foot. My mom's 5'11". We tall motherfuckers in my family.
Yeah. Well,
genetics. Anyways, but yeah, you start half and half, and then once you have about half before local left, you drink that, and then you kill the combo. And call like sidewalk slammer because you hit the sidewalk.
Gross, dude. That sounds
guaranteed.
awful.
No, it's guaranteed black. I wouldn't do it often, but like dog. Ooh, that was our form of the board.
The Edward 40 hands, I think, is the greatest form of modern torture possible. I
not
think.
even that bad.
Oh, I know. You're talking to a guy.
Well, how much is this? This is what, a 16?
Bro, I got the smallest bladder on the fucking planet. I mean, what if we had?
You can't piss while doing it? Oh, I guess you can't zip that.
You can, yeah. I mean, if you've got someone trusted to pull your dick out and piss, which I mean, I got homies that would do it for me, but know. It's all about your level of trust.
That's true.
But if you don't, fucking 80 ounces of liquid into your bladder, you better either drink that really fucking fast.
Well, you get to take off one once you drink it, yeah?
Oh, fuck. I don't know. I never played that way. You had to finish them both.
Fuck. That's a lot of liquid.
Well, I mean, you got your hands duct taped. It's all at the mercy of your friends. Like, those motherfuckers could be like, eat shit. And you got these fucking things.
I've never done it. I've actually never done it.
No, it's gross. It's gross.
I forget what you're talking about.
I don't know. Oh, pissing. Cause
no, after.
Oh, Edward 40 hands.
No, after that. What was after that?
Oh man.
Anyways, fuck it. Yeah.
We need like a stenographer. Have you ever seen that Dave Chappelle? The home stenographer, and it's the little midget guy, and he's like, "You've never seen the home stenographer?" Oh my god!
Okay, we'll watch it after.
Dude, we're watching it. Yeah.
Okay.
I love Chappelle, the best.
Okay.
The fucking best.
While we're sitting here, I want to get into it.
Yeah, show me a topic.
Hillbilly Kobe.
Hillbilly Kobe, dude.
I heard he hates the name. I don't know if it's true or not.
Of course he fucking hates it. That's like...
But you're being compared to Kobe. I mean, like...
True. True. But I will say...
It's basically dignifying you as a white boy.
Yeah, which is, listen.
Could be worse things in the world.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
You could be definitely called some more shit. But, like, you know, I'm sure people from... Where's he from?
Okay. Oh, that's what I was going to get into.
Yeah, Wichita, Kansas or something like that?
No, he's from Arkansas. From, like, a tiny... I forget the name of it. It's 100 miles from Little Rock, Arkansas.
Okay, so it's an even littler rock, Arkansas.
There's 1,100 people in this town.
Okay.
They have a total of, like, 4 or 5 stop signs. Not even a stop, like,
Wow.
signal. Stop signs. Yeah.
Good for him, man.
And he is on the... I don't know if it's... Would you say Lakers are the most notable basketball team in the NBA?
I would say
In terms
that...
of, like, just not, like,
the
right
dynasty.
now, but in general.
Yes.
In general.
Okay, so, yeah, there is something to be said about a dynasty, and the Lakers have a dynasty. They have...
Well, they're not... No. Because the dynasty is a championship-winning franchise continuous. Like, the Warriors, I think, are at the end of their dynasty. But the Lakers...
it has to be continuous to be a dynasty?
Okay.
Okay.
I think it's
Well,
more of
then,
legacy.
Legacy. Then, yeah,
would be
for
the word
sure.
to use.
And you're right. So, yeah, Lakers has already been built.
Yeah.
There's already an absolutely wide world following of this team.
I agree.
And I think the Warriors, like you said, are at the end or in the process of their dynasty now becoming a legacy.
Yeah.
I think for anybody to be on the Lakers, you could pay me fucking $10,000 a year and I'd be your fucking jockstrap boy.
Well, because, I mean, you can post 2 times with LeBron a year, and goddamn, you're good.
Bro,
you know?
No, just being in LA and having the ability to be in what is it? It's Staples Center still?
No,
Crypto.com arena. Yeah, so I mean just being there, yeah. Magnet. Absolute fucking magnet.
But okay, so Hillbilly Austin Reeves is his name.
Austin Reeves.
This fool has been
Animal.
balling. I had you watch some highlights because I know you don't watch the NBA before. This fool has been absolutely killing it. And like I don't want to take credit for this because I definitely didn't. I'm not the person, but like before it became a thing, I noticed this fool every time he got fouled was making his shot and one king, dog. He is the and one king, and he comes from the tiniest town ever.
Hey.
And he's dominating.
Do you remember the and one mixtapes? No.
So here's the thing. Growing up, my parents did not allow me to listen or watch very many explicit things.
Yeah,
13,
okay, the
14,
and ones were
15.
definitely up there.
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't the most family friendly thing, but at the same time,
So I probably not.
oh, you got to watch them because they are, I mean, it's street ball.
Oh,
You know, they're just these old. They used to be on VHS. I remember they
I
were
know
on
exactly. I thought you were talking
VHS.
about some sort of like music or something.
No,
Yes, I know
the
exactly
and
what
one
you're talking
mixtapes.
about. I know
And one was
exactly what
that
you're talking
brand. It was like basketball shorts
about.
and
It's still a
shoes.
brand. It's still a
Yeah.
brand. Yeah, I
Oh,
know
okay.
exactly what you're talking about.
When I was a kid, I mean, I grew up on like the west side of town.
Yeah.
And I just had friends that were like into and one in basketball. I've never liked basketball. I'm fucking short. But I used to love watching those fucking mixtapes because they had just street ballers doing, you know, fucking tricks and shit. And
Balling out.
bro, always wanted to learn how to ball like that. But to this day, the only thing I can do is spin a basketball on my finger. All of my fingers.
Well, before I tore my Achilles, I could dunk and I could
Oh,
I could
okay.
defense. I was always like I had athletic ability, but I can't dribble. I can't
Anymore? Or just in general never
ever.
could. Oh,
No,
okay.
I had no basketball acumen other than defense and dunking. That was it. And even then, dunking was hit or miss. Like,
Basketballs, I mean, you know, a lot of that.
It's a very
It's a
coordinated
dance
sport.
too. Yeah, it's
It's a very coordinated sport. I don't care who you are. Like I don't care what you do. You need to be hyper athletic to play that sport at a high level, and you got to have fucking this like level of coordination that is beyond what you will see in a normal team.
you could easily roll your ankle on any run.
Every time.
Yeah,
and
just
they just pop back up
Yep. Oh yeah.
most of the time, unless you're Anthony Davis.
Yeah, most of the time. And you know, there's an element to that of drawing a foul, the flop.
Yeah.
That is part of the game.
Theatrical. Like
Yeah.
you have to have that intuition to know when you can do it, when you can't. Because you do it too much, you get labeled as one of the fucking Luka Doncic. I don't know if you do you know who that is?
He's on the Mavericks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's 24.
Supposedly, he's like the
24.
strongest guy in the fucking NBA.
For sure.
Yeah.
He's 24.
Yeah, he
Like,
looks like he's fucking
he's young, 'cause he's been playing-
143 because he's like just a giant.
He's Slovenian. He's been playing with pros since he was like 16.
Is that where he's from? Slovenia?
Yeah, he's been playing with pros since he was like 15, 16. This dude, you need to get into some basketball. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Especially right now, the West is the craziest it's ever been. ever.
Do I have to have some type of streaming service, or is it on just like cable TNT?
It's usually on TNT or ESPN.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Flip flop. NBA TV as well.
I'm pretty close to getting that YouTube TV.
If you get YouTube TV, it comes with NBA TV.
Shout out YouTube TV.
High
Sponsor
key.
us. Send
They
me a
raised their
subscription.
prices though.
How much?
Like $8 a month. So it went from $65 a month to $73.
Oh, that's not terrible.
It's not too bad. It's
Oh,
not,
have you been playing Harry Potter?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
I fell off. Like, I know
Yeah.
people love the game, but for some reason, like,
I haven't even touched it.
well, you don't have.
I don't have it yet. Well, you can get it on Xbox. No? Oh,
I don't think so.
I don't know. I thought you could.
Maybe you can.
I think you can, but
No, I don't think so. I think it's a later release date. Because like it was coming out for the
Oh,
Switch.
you just can't get it
So
yet.
I was gonna wait for the Switch. The only reason why I got a PS5 was for the game.
Yeah.
And I was gonna wait for it to come out on the Switch, but it wasn't coming out till like April or May, and I was like, okay, fuck it. But no, like I was playing. I think I told you. I'll have to show you after. My GTA account has been upgraded. Dog.
Oh, dude, GTA is still the best game.
No,
on the
well, no.
market.
So last week or a week ago, they had this on this thing they were doing. They had triple money, triple RP. So basically one mission could enter anywhere between like 500,000 to 800,000.
Okay.
A mission for like 15 minutes of work.
Yep,
Very
yep.
easy. So I went from 8 mil to 32 mil.
Yee.
Yeah, and I went on a spending spree. I bought a bunch of shit. I'm gonna show you after this because I got some fucking shit. But that's what I was doing. And then after that, I didn't turn on my PS5 for I haven't turned it on in a couple days. I haven't wanted to play. I play a little bit on my Switch, but I just been watching TV and relaxing. Like, okay, well, I'm gonna talk about this because I don't want to get too much on this when we're talking about the podcast, but I do want to talk a little bit about this.
Right.
Like, I was kind of for the past like probably like 2-3 weeks been like a depressive state, like really bad.
Oh, shit.
Like fat depression, right?
Oh.
And I couldn't get out of it, man. I couldn't pull myself out. And then one day I was like, you know what? I'm not doing anything. Like, I don't want to do anything. Fuck it. So I took, it was like 10 in the morning. I took like 50, 60 milligrams. Just popped it.
The heroic dose.
Yeah. So I was high all day. I smoked a little bit, but I woke up the next day feeling phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like, I just turning off your brain for one day. I don't think people do it enough.
No, for sure.
And I think, like, people always are consistently hating on weed and shit. Like, not always. It's gotten better. The culture's gotten a lot better towards weed. But, like, especially edibles. It's seemed like, oh, being too high and yada, yada, yada. If you got a tolerance, even if you don't take edibles constantly, if you're having a tough time, whatever, I recommend if you can take it, like, on a weekend day, or if you got a time off on the weekday, take 50, 60
It's the hard
milligrams.
reset.
It is, dog. Yeah. I was just stoned all day. I watched some TV. I just relaxed. I was like, I put on my headphones because these fuckers connect to the TV. So I was just chilling all day, stoned. And
Dude, what a testament to the time we live in. That,
for
like,
real.
I mean, that is even a possibility.
For real.
I mean, we used to buy, when I was a kid, I'd buying weed in parks.
I wasn't smoking on this kid.
I mean, shit.
The bubble.
Yeah, for sure. Buying it and smoking it in areas where, like, oh, you know, you had to fucking spray yourself down with something before you went home.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now you can get it delivered to your door. You can eat it. You can smoke it. You can vape it. You can get it transdermally through a patch. You can put a balm on. It really is a testament to how fucking wrong the government and everybody was about it.
I don't think the government was wrong. I think it was a ploy. I think they used weed as one of those things to be. They knew it wasn't bad. They weren't
exactly.
wrong.
You're right. They weren't ignorant of the fact that there were benefits to it. I mean, the Navy used hemps.
Before we get into there are negative effects to weed.
No doubt.
People have to realize, like, it's not something that you can just be using all the time, smoking like a motherfucker.
No.
Like, smoking weed is not necessarily good for you, but there is a lot of good benefits. It can be bad as well. You got to realize that.
For sure.
But good, there is a lot more good, I feel like.
Everything in moderation.
Of course.
And everything has a different scale. So, like alcohol, there's only so much you can drink before it becomes a problem. And the threshold can be different for everybody.
Like daily drinking versus daily smoking, it's like
totally different.
Damn,
totally different.
Completely. But get into it a little bit. I want you to talk about it because you were saying you cut back on your smoking a little bit, or like at least how you do about it.
I just I get everything important done first because personally I don't feel like it's an issue for my productivity for the most part. I do feel if I save it for the end, because it's all about what you want out of it. And personally, what I want is the relaxation, the absolute comatose sleep, that I wake up and it's like fucking time traveling. I'm just here and there and that's it. I'm personally not a fan of dreams. I haven't dreamt in a long time.
No, I can't relate there. I still get some dreams when I see. I also take some sleep aid stuff.
Okay,
like,
see, I don't take any sleep aids. I have no issue sleeping, but I definitely consume marijuana before I sleep for sure. And I can tell you that in moments where you don't do it before you sleep, if you're a frequent user of it, you will experience dreams that are so vivid, so clear, and so like damn right physical. It will almost scare you.
That's
if
part of it too.
If the tolerance has been stretched out enough on it.
I feel like that's part of it though, because when you're smoking weed, your body is not hitting REM sleep.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. You're just not fluctuating.
That's also why I try not to smoke too much right before bed. Because I want to hit that level. Because your body, when you do hit REM sleep, that's why when you take a break, your body is catching up on all that REM sleep. So there is that effect to it too, where it's like you should be taking your breaks in between. We obviously don't. There is the bads, there is the goods, but like I was listening to Wiz Khalifa. I was telling you to listen to this podcast with them.
Yeah, I listened to a piece of it.
It was great because it kind of reinforced my endeavors as a stoner, because it's like I enjoy the product. I don't smoke it all day, every day. I can't. I've realized that, going through my experience with weed and what I do and how I go about it, that I can't do that, right? Yeah. It's not good for my mental health. But I do smoke it daily, once or twice a day. That's kind of what I get involved with, and it feels great, Yeah. But listening to that and listening to someone who has been insanely successful with smoking weed all day, every day, and saying, hey, your mission with weed, your process with weed is your own. You need to go through with it. And, like, don't stop if you don't want to. Like, if it's something you enjoy and you feel like you can be productive, and sure, sometimes it inhibits yourself. If you can grow and you can do that and you can become a better person yourself through enjoying what we call ignorance, I think you should. Good ignorance. I think you should. And sure, you're going to have trials and tribulations, and it's not always going to be the best of processes. It's not always going to be something that you should be consuming, but I also think that, like, it's not also one of those things where you can say, I need to not do this all the time. I can't do this all the time. Because you can. Like, it is a very functional activity. And honestly, for someone whose brain runs 1 trillion miles an hour all the time, to have something there that can turn that off and have you just kind of say, reset and say, hey, shut the fuck up. Yeah. It's amazing.
That's what I use it for. Difference. I use it for two purposes. The main one being the slowing of time. I don't think there's anything on the market that offers the perfect amount of time distortion. And sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow, but it's the perfect happy medium. I don't know. There's just something about it. I think that time is something we just don't even know that's ticking by, but if you really start to watch it,
I will say that, like, the time distortion, if you have a tolerance, because if you don't have a tolerance, it's too extreme. You could be like moving over.
Well, I mean, everything. I mean, now it's just like, you're not gonna take fucking 6 tequila shots just to get drunk. You could take like 2 and be fine. I'm just gonna jump right into it. This is a commercial brought to you by we'll call it
ignorant industry.
We'll call it yeah. Here it is. You get yourself one of these.
But it's already made.
Well, I just made it again. Coming out soon. Get yours now.
I'm sure it's not proprietary.
They're going fast. I've already got orders from the Prince of Saudi Arabia, and he said he wants to buy all of them, so you better get yours fucking now.
Isn't weed illegal in Saudi Arabia?
It's not for weed. That's a dental tool. They eat a lot of spinach out there, and it works perfect for picking your teeth. Picking your teeth. Yeah, man. Listen, if I could go back and do one thing, I would have been a dentist. If I had the stomach for it. Because, listen,
people got some nasty-ass teeth, though.
Find me a dentist who works on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. They have found a way to peek behind the curtain and get to the 4-day work week that we've all been looking
4-day?
for.
No, 3-day. They don't work.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
No, because
you're right.
I worked when we were at ADP. Every dentist I would call, they were open 3 days a week.
Okay. Yeah. Well, exactly. So it's either 3 to 4 days a week.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying is they've done it. They figured it the fuck out because they just said, oh, well, if come back on fucking Monday, or if your shit is that bad, you can pay me 3 times the fucking price, and I'll come through on my weekend on a Friday and just do.
That's a good point.
They've got it figured out because the thing is, most of the time they're not billing a person, they're billing an insurance company, and there's nothing like fucking it to the insurance company. So the dentists are just living it up. They're all driving Porsches, and I've heard that there's a high suicide rate. I don't think that's due to the line of work. I think that's due to the women that the line of work attracts. Which
gold diggers.
Yeah, I would say probably women on the gold digger end because, they're looking to peek in on that 3 to 4 day weekend too, and I can't blame them for it.
I remember
get it.
My dentist growing up as a kid, his wife was also worked in the same practice. So he owned the practice, and then I assume she had a stake, but he was the main dentist, and
yeah,
easy.
I'd say my ideal woman is either a dentist or
they get to have a certain profession.
Yeah, dude, I'm looking for a dentist for sure because that means I got good teeth. They've got the 4-day, 3-day work weekend.
That's true.
And work week.
Yeah.
And
money.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even the money thing, but mostly the teeth thing.
But that's dentistry is a practice; it ain't going away. And I mean, if you're decent at your practice, they need you everywhere.
And I'm sure they're meticulous. I'm sure their houses are absolutely immaculate. Even a dental hygienist, I bet their places are just like.
I think you're stereotyping because you got to think about it too. Like
the attention to detail, though.
Yeah, but just because the attention to detail and work is put there doesn't mean because I know a lot engineers' attention to detail is fucking usually spectacular. But if you look at them in normal lives, they messy ass motherfuckers.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I would put that one on a dentist because
maybe I'm just being hopeful.
Hey, no, there's nothing wrong with being hopeful. Find it because you gotta have an ideal girl, like what you would want as a person.
Yeah, dentists are up there. Dental hygienists.
I don't know. I'm not even gonna get into that conversation, but from my standpoint,
shoot me with the next one.
Well, I was gonna say my ideal girl works for Twitter.
Shout out Twitter. Shout out Elon Musk. Don't cancel us.
Don't cancel us.
Send me a free electric car. Whopper.
No, I want to hold on. No, we can get this another time. Let's get the beak. No. I want to talk about. We can talk about that. The Whopper commercial. Literally, I was. Well, have you seen all the? I sent you one of them, where it's like.
You could fuck this burger. It's the AI, bro. It's like ChatGPT.
No, but so I was thinking about this. I was lit the other day. Fucking Whopper. So it's not only the NFL where that commercial plays. It
plays everywhere.
No, the NBA too. Every fucking game. So I was thinking about it when it popped on, and I was like, they did this on purpose to make it a meme. They wanted it to be a meme.
Of course. Yeah.
It was this
it's genius marketing.
But everyone hates it, but they can't do anything but think about it. And I was like, what a fucking smart idea. I fucking hate it. But
America
what a smart idea.
Can't look away from a train wreck.
Yeah.
They have to watch it.
Close that door.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. I'm going to take my headphones off or it'll yank me.
Smack. There you go.
Yeah, good enough.
What a fucking smart idea.
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, that's the American model, dude.
Yeah.
We perfected it. We created it.
I was like, damn, but it pisses me off because
super catchy.
Fucking hate that commercial. But you start singing it, and you're like, it doesn't leave your head. Whopper, Junior, Whopper, double, triple, bacon, Whopper. Shut the fuck up.
But honestly, the Whopper itself is fucking disgusting.
Trash. The only thing good at BK is the
chicken fries. Oh my god, thank you. And listen, someone has been listening because they brought back the spicy chicken fries, which I have been fucking talking about for
Well, they had the
decade.
I'm curious when they're gonna come up with the ghost pepper chicken fries because like they got their ghost pepper.
I
No.
don't-
I heard Daisy loves their ghost pepper nuggets.
Anything ghost pepper, bro, that makes me fucking shit. I can't eat that much. That's way too spicy.
I feel like you have a sensitive ass stomach.
Yeah, of course. I'm half white. I'm half. Yeah. No. Fuck yeah. That shit wrecks my stomach, especially. But listen, yeah, chicken fries
BK
themselves.
in general fucks up your stomach. So
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah, and they've changed their food quite a bit. And
Yeah.
honestly, now that I've been avoiding fast food because like I just been that you can lose like fucking 5 to 10 pounds just not eating that garbage in your fucking diet and just like cooking at home.
I've been touching that shit in general. It's you feel better.
You feel a lot better, and at first I would drive by like on my way to work, and I'd be like, "Damn, bro! Like a Popeye's chicken sandwich sounds fucking delicious right now."
It still does.
It does, but then you get to a certain point where it almost feels like I drive by and I'm like, I think about all the time, especially McDonald's and like Burger King. I think about all the times they fucked up my shit.
Yeah.
Like didn't include something, fucking left out napkins. Like I make it a point to think about it, so I get fucking angry when I drive by them, and I'm like, fuck you Burger King, and fuck you McDonald's, and fuck you KFC. And it was always fuck you KFC because your food is fucking garbage.
No, fuck KFC. I don't fuck with the KFC shit.
Popeyes all the way.
They have a Mountain Dew though. I want to try. I heard it's good.
I did see that.
Is it
yeah.
good? Oh,
well,
dude.
no, I sent you. It's that page, that soda page.
No, but have you seen the new summertime? What the fuck is the?
Yeah, I sent you the soda. It was
No, you didn't send me. You sent me this. No, not this.
The new Mountain Dew.
No, not the Summer Splash one. That's the one you sent me. They come up with the because last year was mango and pineapple. It's a specific kind. I forget the name of it. This year is guava and passion fruit.
Our phones are up there. We're useless with that.
But this year's guava and passion fruit.
Ooh,
yeah,
I love guava. Actually,
guava
as
guava
a
Mountain
fruit
Dew.
though. Have you ever had the raw fruit? Fucking terrible.
Really?
Fucking terrible.
No,
so it's got all
got a
these
bunch of seeds.
bro,
Yeah, I
giant
have had it.
seeds,
Yeah,
and
I
you
have
gotta
had
you almost gotta strain the fucking
Yeah.
thing and just drink the juice out of it.
But a guava Mountain Dew,
Or
dog.
yeah, guava Mountain Dew. Or
It's gonna have that citrus. Ooh,
I take the guava, muddle it down, margarita, baby.
I can't drink tequila.
Little tequila.
I can't drink it. It gives me hives.
I
Gives
did
me
that right.
hives, dog.
Oh, tequila gives you hives? Oh shit, strawberry gives me hives.
Yeah, I don't-
Shout out to hives.
I don't. Fuck hives, dog. Hell no.
Fuck hives.
Hell no. Yeah, I think it's the one thing I don't touch that shit.
Okay.
I stay away from.
Dang. And you're dating a Mexican girl. She loves tequila then. Yeah.
But she'll drink like we can have. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like what if she has tequila, I'll have vodka or rum. Like it's not like
It's not a bad thing. If I drink too much tequila, I break things. Not on purpose. Well, yeah, probably
an
on
emotional
purpose.
alcohol.
It's not even emotional for me. It's more just like testing the limits of like a nail in a wall. You know what I mean? Like I want to know if this shelf is going to support my weight or not. Only on tequila do I start thinking about the tension strength of nails and screws and things
I feel
like that.
we would drive that out. Tequila, well, it used to. When I think I developed it because I used to drink that shit all the time. But like it made me emotional.
Wait,
Whatever
when did the hives start from the tequila? After you drank it, or right when you started?
right when I drank it, but it didn't start initially. I didn't.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it happened.
Did you take Benadryl and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Once I stopped drinking and
That's
then I
a
started
horrid
again,
combo.
tequila was the one thing I couldn't touch.
yeah. Tequila and Benadryl, that's a fucking combo. That's
Okay.
a night motherfucker.
Anyways, Jesus Christ, don't do that. Don't ever do that. Don't listen.
Dude, you're talking to the king of
I know,
Benadryl, bro.
I know. Don't do that, people. Don't listen to him.
This episode is sponsored by Benadryl. Forget
that?
all your problems.
You do have a good announcer voice.
Right?
I will look at that.
We should do random commercials for companies and slander their. Oh, I'm sorry, not slander their names. Jestfully incorporate their names into skits that are purely satire.
Someone had mentioned, actually, one of my former coworkers, Arlene. She had mentioned that we should do reactions to like videos and shit. It's not a bad idea.
Okay,
Like eventually, like have like a separate, this,
little segment.
or like a separate channel.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
dude, I thought about because honestly, my music taste is like I'm like a fucking 60-year-old man. Like all the music I listen to here on the way here. Most of those people are fucking dead.
Really?
Yeah, oh, for sure, dude. Like,
damn.
my dad is 66 years old this year. I think he'll be 67. So, I've just always grown up listening to, like, older shit, you know.
I did too, but it never stuck. Like,
Oh, yeah.
my parents both love like that. My mom loves country, and I fucking hate
Okay,
country.
I'm not a big country guy, but I
hate
can
country.
respect
No,
the level of emotion that they put into their music. Not in their lyrics. 'Cause the lyrics themselves, they're pretty rudimentary, but
true.
you know, it's got
Simple
an
as
appeal.
easy.
Yeah.
Simple as easy, and people can catch on to easy, man.
But bro, Neon Moon, Brooks and Dunn, that's a smacker, dude.
I don't know what
That's
you're
a good one. I'm not gonna lie, that shit'll hit you
I don't know what you're talking about.
right there. That's country. But yeah, I don't even know where I was going with that.
Like we were talking about, like my parents listened. Like mom was country, dad was old school, like hip hop and shit. And like I occasionally catch the vibe for it, but you know I like the new school rap and hip hop, and that's kind of where I stick around. Like,
oh, I mean, I love rap music.
Yeah.
It's hard to not like rap music. It's hard to dispute the absolute fucking influence it's had on everything from fashion to sports to
Culture.
just culture. Exactly. It is, and I hate to say it. No, I don't even hate to say it is the American culture.
It is.
It is what everybody else on the planet is trying to mimic.
Aspire. That's true. That's true.
It's the melting pot.
It is. It is. I mean, it's involved in it. Like, it influences movies. It
Yeah.
influences TV shows. Like, it's what they use to set a scene and an emotion. And yeah, you make a good point. I never thought about it that way, but you make a very good point.
Just like if you want to really put it under a microscope, if you think about shoes,
Not just rap. I would say rap and hip hop. Because, like, what would you title? I'm curious. Just sorry, not to
No.
pop off, but
Yeah.
what would you title The Weeknd as? More hip hop?
I don't know. I'd say
R&B.
he's got more of an R&B like.
The only reason I say that is because I noticed the other day, for like the third or fourth year in a row, one of his songs is the headlining song for WrestleMania for WWE, and it's like every year. Like it started with Blinding Lights, and then
he makes anthem music. He makes fucking stadium music.
okay.
He is whatever the fuck he wants to be. I'm not even a Weeknd fan, but you gotta respect what the fuck he's doing.
Hikey.
I mean, listen.
It does incite emotion in you, that's for sure.
When you go to a football game, there are a few songs they are guaranteed to play. One of them is Thunder by AC/DC. You're definitely guaranteed to hear Darude Sandstorm. Yeah, that's definitely going to be thumping. Some type of Metallica. There are Queen, We Are the Champions, We Will Rock You, whatever the fuck it is. Stadium music.
Blinding Lights.
Blinding Lights is now a stadium piece. When you go in there, you're guaranteed to hear it.
You know what what I've released, at least in the NBA, is the new song by Lil Uzi, Just Wanna Rock.
Oh, that's everywhere.
Yeah.
I wanna rock.
The dance
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I think I sent you a video of not
Travis Kelce or Jason Kelce.
Jason Kelce doing that shit.
Yeah, no, it's stadium music. It's almost a new genre of music.
That's true.
And shout out to them. Post Malone probably has a couple songs that they'll throw in there. But yeah, no, respect to The Weeknd. Like, not my cup of tea, but
he does something.
If I'm there,
Super Bowl he's involved with.
Yeah.
His music's always attached to some sort of program or sport or
dude,
entertainment.
even Rihanna. Everybody bitched about her halftime, whatever. Listen, pregnant woman doing her thing, getting a bag.
But like, it was
good for her.
So my thing about the halftime performance is, I want to see the collaboration of multiple people. It was just her.
It was.
And it was just her shit. Like, it wasn't anything new. It was just all her classics, which is just cool. But it's like,
well, she tried to pull the Dave Chappelle, which is, fuck you guys. I'm not going to do shit for like 10 years, and then I want to come back and get a giant bag. But she did it on the wrong stage.
Yeah.
She did it on the Super Bowl, which is like the fucking, honestly, like the cheapest advertisement you could go for.
True.
You know, because they're just, they're throwing a fucking line out there. Hey, we'll pay somebody this fucking
no, they
much
don't pay.
money.
They don't pay.
No pay?
You have to pay usually.
Boom.
The Weeknd,
Point fucking
The
proven,
Weeknd played
then.
$7 million for his own performance at Super Bowl. But
Dave Chappelle came back and made a deal with Netflix for fucking $50 million.
Yeah, she fucked it up. Like, it was not. Like, and Daisy loved it. And I was like,
yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. There was a certain group of people that loved it. And hey, once again, respect. Because she doesn't even need the fucking money.
No.
Anyway.
No.
But I'm just saying, like, she tried to pull the old deprived society of myself come back and
Yeah.
do something cool, and it just wasn't
work.
all that cool.
It was like, okay, nostalgic, like, but
once again, respect, pregnant woman up on stage in front of the world.
No one,
killing
so
it.
many people, even Daisy was like, she's not pregnant. I was like, girl, look
Oh,
at
yeah,
her.
she's pregnant.
You don't just,
She's
okay,
pregnant.
like there's a difference between being fat and pregnant. Like,
Yeah.
she had a bump. Like, she wasn't fat. Like,
She was rocking that, you know.
yeah, she had
alien.
a bump. Yeah, she literally had another person that moment. Like,
Yeah.
Speaking
You could
of-
see him. She was doing the little. You could see it doing the coordinations in there. It had learned them.
yeah. She was doing the dancing.
Yeah, you could see the pressing its little hands on there,
No. Hell
like
no.
Han Solo in the.
Oh, the fucking carbonite.
Shout out Harrison Ford.
What a movie. I fucking love Star Wars. So speaking, okay, so
Oh, dude, I'm from Modesto, baby. You want to talk Star Wars?
OG.
That's
OG?
George Lucas. His house is right down the street from my house that I
Really?
live in
You
right
told
now.
me this. You told me this. You told me
Well, so not his house he grew up in, but the house he bought after he made the first Star Wars movie. It's cool. It's got this big gate in the front, and it's got another house in front, and it's gigantic. It looks like a fucking dollhouse.
Oh, shit.
And then you drive behind it, and there is a house behind it, and that's where he lived, and he wrote the rest of the movie supposedly in those houses.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I mean, you got to think about like a lot of the scenery, for at least from the first like 3 movies, was very Modesto-ish. Like,
Yeah, and it's funny, like because I ride my bike around the neighborhood all the time, you know, and I'm usually stoned, and I always think like, how cool would it be if he still lived there, like nobody fucking knew he still lived there, and one day our mail got mixed up because my address is his address with 2 numbers changed.
oh, really?
So like it easily could be done.
Yeah.
And then it's like, hey, Mr. Lucas,
I have your mail
I have your mail,
and a movie idea.
and he's like, wait, this is what I needed.
Wait. You inspired me for a new creature.
Dude, I
A
would
new
just,
alien species.
I would just be his driver, dude. Like I would be that.
Where do you need
honestly,
to go, sir?
dream job, driving like a pimped out 2005 Subaru SEA for like a billionaire who needs to get around town, like
Driving all the time?
like lightning fast. No, not just driving. We're talking about professional traffic
Evasion?
evasion.
Okay.
And
I
like
hate
this fool's got to be like strapped in the back, like, hey, sir, please no objects. Please keep all hands, arms, feet, and other objects inside the vehicle. If you would like the windows rolled down, please let me know. But I will be keeping it at a steady 68-degree temperature.
But you like driving, right?
Fucking love it.
I hate driving.
Yeah, I love it.
Ugh. Ever since I tore my Achilles, I really started hating it because it's just like it's just another fucking thing.
I don't know. If I could be like a race car driver, I don't think I have that kind of skill, but like if I could, I'd be the perfect person for it, dude. Bro, my last name, driver, it's done. It's set in stone. Sponsor me, Subaru.
Okay.
I'll drive an Outback. I'll drive the wagon.
Yeah.
The long one.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Subaru's a good, reliable car.
I love Subaru.
Can't
They need
go
to
wrong.
make an electric car.
They will.
Or a
Everyone's
hybrid.
going that way. I mean, eventually. I want to talk about this. Okay, real quick. This is probably not something we'll continuously talk about.
Let's go.
I have turned Daisy into an anime enjoyer.
Oh.
She went into anime hating
Yeah.
the whole concept
Oh, yeah.
of it. She wanted nothing to do with
Women have an aversion to anime. I'm sorry. That's making a generalization, but it's pretty true.
And I was like, hey, like, please just indulge me one season and we'll be done. And then some shit happened, and she's like, okay, you know what? Like, to make it up to you, I will guarantee to watch this whole anime with you. I was okay. We get into about like
That's love.
We've been watching Black Clover.
That's
and
love.
We got about 30, 40 episodes in, and it went from me pushing to watch it to her pushing. She's like, now every day, like, she's like, it started off with like, she's like, I don't think I'll ever, this is not something, I enjoy it, it's okay, but I don't think I'll ever want to binge it or anything like that. We now watch 5 to 10 episodes a day.
Yeah.
And they're
Good.
20 minutes each.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, yeah.
dog, it is the
You
funniest fucking thing.
you converted me onto it. I mean, I had watched
I've converted many people. into it.
Afro Samurai. I had watched One Punch Man. You know, the basics, I'd say. And then when I met you introduced me to Black Clover first, and then Attack on Titan. And I've been stuck on Attack on Titan ever since. That's
fucking sick, dog.
excellent. And listen, the greatest thing and the most misunderstood thing about anime is the animations itself. One, when you come in, they're almost too intense for you. You don't understand them.
True.
But then you start, understanding the show.
And the concept of the art.
nobody draws like the fucking Japanese, man.
It is the best.
They can evoke emotion off of a 2D graphic.
And I think the people who don't like anime cannot capitulate that emotion in their brain.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
You know, they can't take that artwork and put it into their brain and develop the, you know, that's really what's lacking for it.
Yeah.
It is, but it's the funniest thing because we were 2 nights ago, we were watching it and I was getting tired. And she's like, wait, but I want to know what happens next. That went on for like 4 or 5 episodes after we had already watched like 10. And
Kings of Suspense.
But it's like, you went from absolutely hating it to like, I was like, and I told her, I was like, hey, I told you this is going to happen. And, and it's like, she's saying like, I don't know if I want to start a new one necessarily right now, but eventually. And I was like, I guarantee you, if we start a new one, we're going to be binging.
Dude, no. Like I said, you've converted me on anime. Big fan.
And especially, like, I want, like, for people that smoke tree, it's something you can sit down and you fully have to put your focus into it. You can't do anything else while you're doing it. And it's a great way just to kind of...
Because you have to read the subtitles.
You have to.
It's in Japanese.
You have to.
And you have to watch the ones that are in Japanese. The dubs are garbage.
Trash.
I'm sorry.
They're okay.
Like,
there's times where it's okay.
A for effort, but it doesn't evoke the same emotion.
And we started in English and switched because she didn't want to do Japanese. And I was like, let's just try it. As soon as we did that, she fell in love with it.
The tone of the Japanese voice is better.
Well, because it fits the mouth, fits the words.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I completely agree.
I will say one complaint, and I've always said this. Their fucking intros are significantly louder than the show.
That's true.
And I think there needs to be an FCC rule that says all fucking volume has to be the same throughout the show.
Well, it's not FCC because they're not doing it on.
Or you're right. Whatever. I don't. Whatever
television.
fucking power that controls that needs to make there be a standard level of sound.
That's probably maybe in the Japanese they enjoy that type or that culture. They enjoy it.
Because you'll watch the show at a level 10 and then fucking
the music needs
it'll end and then and you're just like, oh fucking, you're scrambling for the remote and like I never change the batteries on my remote, so I have to hit it against my knee to get it to work. I have plenty of batteries in a drawer right next to it, but I'm such a fucking, that's just one of those areas in my life that I'm lazy in.
It's weed. That's the one thing that weed does affect. And
complacency.
It's like you got to overcome it. Well, my rule is if it takes longer than 60 seconds, understandable. Otherwise, get it done.
60 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna apply the 60-second rule.
I told it to Daisy too, and she started applying it. It makes a world of difference.
Have you ever seen Gone in 60 Seconds with Nicolas Cage?
No. Good movie?
Yeah, San Francisco. He's got to steal like all these classic cars to save his brother, I think. Fuck, it's been a while since I've seen it, but yeah, a lot of good cars. Nicolas Cage. Prime Nicolas Cage before he jumped off.
I think we should wrap up this topic. Let's talk a little bit about the ignorance. I want to talk about the draft legend, gas mask, Laramie Tunsil.
Laramie Tunsil.
So you've never heard of this guy?
Well, not until you told me he got paid $75 million
this is like his
to play a
second.
game.
This is like his second contract. So this dude was like, it was touted to be like, oh, when did Laramie Tunsil?
$60 million guaranteed, yeah.
Well, no, not that. Let me get into the.
But even there, right there, $60 million. All I gotta say is congratulations, my friend.
And it's his second contract.
Fucking congratulations. And you know what? I'm just gonna shout out to the ball guys out there.
He's a year older than you and 2 years older than me.
He's a year older than me?
Yeah.
Listen, Laramie, if you need a driver, let me know.
Shut the fuck up.
Wait, does he live in Mississippi? Pass. Pass, dude. It's way too humid down there for me.
He's probably from there. I doubt.
Okay.
It. Anyway,
where's he playing?
He's from Florida. He's on the Texans.
All right, I got family in Texas. I can do that.
But he was drafted in. So he played at Ole Miss. Drafted in what year was he drafted?
Right there, 2016.
2016. So right before he got
good year.
Right before he got drafted, the video came out with him.
Smoking. Oh, this is Laramie Tunsil.
Yeah.
Shout out Laramie Tunsil. Oh, that's my boy.
Look at him. So he's ripping the game. So he fell in the draft.
Oh, wait. Okay. I see why you're saying this story is even more significant.
Yeah.
$75 million.
Yeah.
Shouts out to my boy, Laramie fucking Tunsil.
Because he fell in the draft because of this video here,
yes,
right?
I remember this now. Yes,
so he fell,
yes.
And who drafted him? The Dolphins, I think, drafted him, and then they eventually traded him to the Texans for a first rounder, and the Texans. He's been playing phenomenal.
Best case scenario.
But they shit on people,
of course,
for smoking weed.
Marijuana.
But it's like, look at one of the best people right before he got drafted. There's a video of him, and he's clearly in college. That fool is his size as he is, and he's ripping the fucker. And guess what? He's one of the best motherfuckers to play. I want to combo this. You may know of him, Percy Harvin.
Yeah, of course.
He would smoke weed before every game.
Oh,
you didn't know this?
No.
Yeah, because he had anxiety.
Good for him.
He would smoke weed before every game, and it would help him perform.
Dude, hey, well, see, and then there's that line, well, is it a performance enhancer? Well, anything that gives you a, quote, unfair advantage from the status quo is probably a performance enhancer. But is it a performance enhancer that puts you past that limit that takes you to that
next level,
unfair advantage? Absolutely not.
No,
absolutely not.
Not even close.
Some would argue it might even inhibit your ability to do things.
It's not for everybody, that's for sure.
It isn't.
And the thing is, it's like for pre-workout,
but it's all natural.
Yeah, and it's like pre-workout gives you that same type of it gives you focus, it gives you energy. Like we can do the same thing in terms of focus. It gives when I play sports, when I would lift, if I would smoke weed, I would be locked in.
That's what
I was talking about with the gym. I would be locked in because it would help me get this level of, I could feel where my body's feeling the pain, or where I'm in a good way.
Yeah,
I know what I need to do. It gives me a level of focus and clarity of what I'm trying to do. It's a single tracked mind on the task at hand.
Okay, I can agree with that then, because now that you're saying that, I mean, right now the only competitive physical activity I'm doing is paintball, and I always smoke marijuana before I play paintball, because one, it fucking hurts. I mean, I can imagine. I play the forward position we call snake, which is I am consistently being shot 280 feet per second within 10 feet, from me to you or me to your window right there.
Yeah,
it's always that close. It's always that fucking, and it fucking hurts. So I smoke it for that, and on top of that, like you're saying, that one track mind, that ability to cancel out all the noise, all the fucking garbage. And it is a performance enhancer. I will state right now on record, it is a performance enhancer, but I don't think it's one of those things. It's not giving you...
It's not a performance enhancer to where it needs to be labeled as a PED.
Well, and it's not giving you an unfair advantage that's not readily available to everyone at the same time, and at the same time being completely natural.
You can take natural remedies that will help you give that level of focus. You can take mushrooms, there are natural recording mushrooms.
Ashwagandha and all
will help you
shit.
give you a deeper level of focus in that way.
If you're taking HGH and you've gained 50 pounds in the last year, you have gained an unfair advantage that is not readily available to the public, legal or otherwise. So take that as you may. But yes, I would agree now, because when I work out in a specific setting to where I am trying to lose weight and work on form and things, I can't smoke marijuana. I have to focus too much on my technique to prevent myself from hurting myself and things like that. But when I'm playing fucking paintball, when I'm going to war, I want all my inhibitions at their absolute lowest. I am diving with all this thousands of dollars worth of shit in my hands and just going and being an absolute
There's no care in the world. Yeah, you just want a single track mind.
Yep.
I need to accomplish the task at hand. Yeah.
Yep. Kill.
That's what it's like. That's why for football players, they've luckily recently lightened up on how cannabis is treated in the NFL. Yeah. But I remember Pat McAfee saying every year 420 was about the mark where they knew that was the last day they could really smoke weed before they would get tested every year.
Okay. So it's a well-known thing then.
Yeah, in a way. So
good for them.
But I think it also should be one of those things allowed during the season. There are so many players. They are banging their fucking heads every fucking day, colliding.
And in place of marijuana or something they would use regularly that wouldn't affect their performance consistently, they're given strong fucking steroids or
they get that
painkillers and
what's that shit called? They always talk about
cortisol.
No. It starts with a T.
Oh, I don't know.
It'll come to me. But yeah.
But yeah, I mean they're putting hardcore pharmaceuticals in their body when, although that works. Obviously it fucking works. I mean, Patrick Mahomes didn't just fuck his ankle up in that game and then say, let me wait a week and then let me jump back in off nothing.
Yeah. No, of course.
They gave him some hardcore shit, I'm sure, which on all, measures is probably much harsher than marijuana could ever be.
And I'm not saying, like, they should... I don't necessarily think they should be smoking before they go play football.
No. We don't want this to be the fucking, what is it, the AFL or what? Yeah, that goofy league. I mean, hey, great highlights, whatever. I love their commercials. They've really perfected...
The
XFL.
Yeah,
They've perfected their commercials, but... they just don't have the draw yet.
There's some people who can, like, you know about what's his face? I can't think of Lawrence Taylor, who will drink a beer and smoke 2 blunts before every game.
Yeah. Well, there's
some people who it can help, but I don't think that's what it should be. But if you could use it after like alcohol, you can go and drink it. Like if you can smoke a joint after the game, help your body and your mind relax afterwards, give you a little bit more of that pain-free setting. Like it's not going to be complete, but it's something extra that can kind of get your mind off of. I just obliterated my body and all I can think about is the pain, man.
There are gladiators among us.
Sure.
People who can do absolute wondrous things on disgusting amounts of substances. And like that guy who on the Pirates, he supposedly pitched a perfect game on LSD. Fuck, I can't remember his name. We don't have a guy to look that up, but whatever.
Pirates.
He supposedly
I am that guy.
pitched a whole fucking game on LSD, and it was a perfect game. There are people among us who can do that. And it's all Doc Ellis. There he is. 47 years ago.
That's crazy.
My personal favorite baseball player. And then my absolute new favorite football player, Laramie Tunsil. Getting after his bag. $60 million.
But you can't be a Texans fan.
No, fuck. I'm sorry. Listen, my mom's from San Antonio, so shout out San Antonio. But as far as Texas football team goes, if we want to talk about the America's team, let's get real. Let's talk about the Minnesota Vikings.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
The kings of going there and never making it.
If anything, that's the American nightmare. I don't know.
Listen. But those, if you're talking to a Vikings fan, you're talking to someone who sticks to their fucking guns. If they tell you, hey, I'll help you move your house, what do? They help you move your fucking house. They come on over and they help you move your fucking house.
So now that you've been a Vikings fan for a year, you're now a loyal person. Before
listen. I grew up. My father. The only reason I am alive is because of the Minnesota Vikings, and I'm just coming to terms with all that. I'm recognizing that fact, and you know what? I respect that fact. He came out here for the Super Bowl when they played the Raiders in 70, whatever the fuck it was. Sorry, Dad. I don't know. There's a ticket in our house on the wall. But anyway, so he came out here for that, fell in love with LA, and he went back home, got his shit, and came back out here and moved when it was possible in America to do what was called the American dream at that time. So he moved out to California from this snowy town in Minnesota, Bloomington. Beautiful fucking town, beautiful fucking people. But he came out here and lived in LA and just moved by the beach, Hermosa Beach. He lived there for fucking years. Guy lived on the boat in the dock, just living the fucking life. Dad's a savage. Cheers to Dad. Wouldn't be here without him. Wouldn't be here without the Minnesota Vikings. So yeah, when we're talking loyalty, it's there. It's there now.
The Vikings, eh?
But I will say, shouldn't have let go of Adam Thielen. I like him.
Yeah. I mean, they got to pay Jay Jettis, though.
They do.
Don't you guys have another?
They do. But I don't know,
And they're paying Kirk, and they're paying Dalvin.
Yeah. No, I've got no complaints, but I like Thielen. And
hey.
I know.
Carolina Panthers.
I personally, and I put this on record, I want a Dalvin Cook 33 jersey.
Okay.
If anybody's got one out
tell me
there.
that because you don't want the 4.
I don't want the 4. Well, I mean, I like the 4. I'd like both, but I would like the 33.
Double digits.
Yeah,
I get
33 is my favorite number. 4 is my second favorite.
I need a double-digit jersey. Or a single-digit jersey because all mine are double-digit. But I don't have a player that I necessarily want.
Like what's your number?
63.
Ooh, okay.
That's my favorite number because Jeff Saturday, my boy, he was our coach.
Saturday,
not a great coach, but great player. I mean,
he did it. He did what he needed to do in the time being.
Yeah, but great player. Yeah, I wore 63 because of him. So.
Okay. Yeah. I was 34 when I played youth football, and then for baseball all the time, and then now paintball. I asked for 33, but it was taken, so I ended up with 420.
Well, shout out to 420.
Shout out to 420.
We have to have a 420 episode.
Oh, dude.
Sure.
So when I was
we got like 20 minutes.
Yeah, no, sorry, I'm just rambling now. I figure it'll all be clips anyway or whatever. But you remember AB? Yeah.
I was saying we should have him on if he's
up here. He lives in like Long Beach now. Well, we might have to go down to Los Angeles.
Take a little trip.
Yeah, dude, I'd be down. And have you seen Parker? His buddy Parker does a.
I do know Parker.
He eats shit and like snacks. I'll send it to you, bro. I love it. He fucking just chows down on food. And I hate that ASMR shit.
Is it that shit?
No, well, I mean,
I don't like.
No. It's not, because it's not like those gross ones where they're fucking like eating a giant bowl of food. Yeah. But he'll like get a snack. It like the Mountain Dew. He's like, oh, this one, we'll try it out. And he like tries it out. And
shit. So he's like reviewing shit.
Yeah. It is a little, what do they call it? Auditory with all the sounds and shit.
No. Okay, I'm not watching that with sound then. I'll watch it without sound.
But the snacks, I will say, good taste of snacks.
Shout out to Soda Seekers, dog.
Yeah,
best page on
Soda
Instagram.
Seekers is cool.
We
might have to do it minus all the noises. But anyway,
fuck the noises.
420. We went to San Francisco. We went to Hippie Hill. This was my second year at San Jose State. Okay. No, maybe my first year. Probably we went out there with Jeremiah. He worked at the gym. And then my buddy Dom from back home. We went out there smoking tough, having a good fucking time at Hippie Hill. I mean, it's crowded as fuck. We're just basically walking from spot to spot, finding places to burn just to get the view, just to be there at 420. And then we go up to the road and we try to hail Lyft on our phone. I guess it's not really hailing. You just fucking order it. But
Taxi!
So it's me, AB, my buddy Dom. So it's a white guy, a black guy, and he's buff. He's big. He's a big fucking black dude.
Guy.
Dom, who's a little Filipino dude, and Jeremiah, this big fucking Mexican dude. And we go up to the car, and I was like, hey, it's that fucking Prius right there.
Oh, hell
And
no.
AB goes up to the door, and he opens the door, and he goes, hey, is this the lift? And the guy goes, no, not you. And fucking dips on us.
No!
And I'm right behind him. I'm like, motherfucker, like, what the fuck? Yeah, so you fucking racist piece of shit.
AB ain't that
Fuck
big.
you.
Like, okay, AB ain't that
Well,
big.
I just mean, like,
fucked up.
okay, compared to me, he's a big black.
Yeah, he's a big dude. He's a big dude, but that's fucked up.
Dude, so we were like, what the fuck? We got left behind. And then eventually we just got another one, or I think we walked back to our car. I don't know. It was so fucking busy. I don't know if that guy it was too much for him. But I just remember being so fucking high, and AB opens the door. The sweetest fucking guy I know, like one of the sweetest guys I know, opens the door. He's just like, no. Just fucking, to where I believe he dipped off fast enough where AB had the door open, and it was fast enough to where the door shut.
Yo.
You know? Yeah.
Fuck.
We might have to bring him on to collaborate that story, because I was pretty high, but I remember that, and I was just like, what the fuck?
Well,
like,
okay, AB, if you're listening, I need you to gather the details, try to remember this instant, and when we have you on, dog.
And Jeremiah lives in Bakersfield, or he's somewhere down south too.
Bakersfield's a mission from wherever. If we were going to go to LA, Bakersfield's 2 hours.
It's on if we drove that way, it's on the way.
Oh, that's true. Kinda.
He used to smoke.
It's on the way.
He has a kid now.
It's on the way from your town, but not from where I am.
Mm-hmm. If we left right now, we would pass through Bakersfield. Bakersfield is before you get to the Grapevine.
No, Bakersfield, you go off the. Technically, you go through a park.
I mean, yeah, like you'd have to like pull off.
That's what I'm saying, because it's a straight shoot for you down the 99, but for the 5, you don't technically go through Bakersfield.
I would take the 5. I wouldn't take the 99 down there.
The Bakersfield, because I thought Bakersfield you'd have to cross over. You have to cross over either way because it's off the 99.
I don't know. No, honestly, I haven't been to LA since I went to Disneyland last time. Okay. And you know what? Let me do a little story time, because I want to talk about fucking Disneyland. So, I don't know what the year was. We're gonna call it 2014.
Okay.
Probably the year after I got out of high school, they wanted to do a family Disney trip. The family. Fair. And I was like, sure, whatever. I bought these 25 milligram capsule indicas, whatever the fuck they were, and we're driving down, and I pop one, And I just lights out. I'm fucking zooted. And we get down and we stop in Bakersfield. And I mean, I don't know if you've ever been to Bakersfield or like stopped off at a gas station before you go on the Grapevine, but it's basically like being on fucking Mars. It's just barren as fuck. It's just a gas station, a small patch of grass, and then fucking dirt in the hill. Yeah, if there's grass.
Yeah.
And you stop there and you piss and you eat some food and whatever. And I was so fucking zooted that I pretended to be asleep all the way from fucking Modesto to Bakersfield, which is like fucking 5 hours, and I'm like head over my eyes, and I'm just so zooted. My eyes are so fucking red. I didn't bring any eye drops, nothing. We get to the gas station. They fucking look at me and they just fucking know I'm zooted. And I knew I'm busted, but I played it off, whatever. They didn't say shit. We go down, we get to the hotel, blah, blah, blah. I'm still taking edibles. I'm still getting high as fuck. So I'm just a fucking moron. And, you know, in all honesty, it's like nothing's bad. Like, I'm a good dude. Like, I'm doing my thing. But anyway, the next day we're going to Disneyland and we're starting out in California Adventure. Mm-hmm. In my pocket, each pocket, I have 2 full Chiba Chews, which are at the time were like
the ones with melatonin and
caffeine. Yeah, and they were like 50 milligrams a block or whatever.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I had them in both pockets, man. And we're walking up to the gates. My mom, my sister, my brother, my stepdad, my little sister. It's about to be a good fucking day. I've already taken some. I'm already fucking high as fuck walking up there. We get to the gate, and there is 2 German Shepherds with police officers, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, no way, like, you know, and I'm a dumb fucking kid,
of course,
so I'm thinking, oh my god, they're gonna smell the fucking marijuana in my pocket, and there's a bathroom to the left right before you get in the park, so I was like, hey mom, I gotta go hit the bathroom real quick. I fucking beeline it to the bathroom. I wolf down.
You took them?
I wolf down one entire one, right? And then I take the other one and I fucking eat half of it. So it's probably in the neighborhood of 75 milligrams at the time. And I, you know, 1 year out of high school, it was pretty low tolerance at the time, even for me. And then I go back in, I throw the rest in the trash. I'm like, whatever, I'm not going to get pinched at fucking Disneyland for having it on me.
Yeah.
We get in the fucking place and I experience the full-fledged power of Disneyland.
Jesus Christ.
And it is, as promised, the happiest place on earth. I was so fucking high. We went on all the kid rides in California Adventure, Bugs Life. And I will go on record stating that the best ride in California Adventure is the Little Mermaid ride because it has the best air conditioning in the whole fucking park. Next to in Disneyland, if you go to the Lincoln, the presidential thing, fire AC. Okay. But anyway, so we get there and eventually, you know, they catch on. I'm fucking disgustingly zooted. I'm like leaning everywhere we go. My eyes are fucking bloodshot as shit. And we get to the Bugs Life ride, and my mom goes, Daniel, are you high? And I was like, Mom, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm extremely high. And she was just like, why? Why would you do this? We're here. We're having all this fun. And I was like, Mom, it's the happiest place on earth. Why would you want me to not do this, you know? And I'll be honest, I don't really remember the rest of the day. But I'm still alive. And my mom's Puerto Rican, so...
Oh, jeez.
Shout out to Disneyland.
That's funny.
Food's incredible. Your bathrooms are fucking foul, though.
Shout out Disneyland.
Shout out Disneyland. We should do a fucking Disneyland trip sometime.
We will. Daisy hasn't been, so we got to get you a girl.
Wait, Daisy's never been to Disneyland?
Oh. So get you a girl.
Is she a Disney fan? Or like, I mean,
she wants to go. So
yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, like, you don't want to take that stance. You're a Disney person.
Plus, we need chaperones.
Dangerous.
We need someone sober with us.
Yeah.
We need to find
you a
little piece.
Oh, dude,
go down there.
Listen,
we got a place to stay too.
There's plenty of fucking women that would go to Disneyland for sure.
Well,
women love Disneyland.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
But no, I didn't know that. Wow, never been.
Yeah, we'll have to.
How old is she? 25?
7?
Damn.
Let's see, 27, 28 this
year.
28 in October.
Damn. Quarter.